coming up after a couple of songs' time. We'll be chatting to Paul from the band SkinInc. So in the meantime, we've got some Black Keys and a little bit of an old one from Classic Hits, of course, JPY with St. Louis. I hope you like it. We're calling Paul.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing real well. Are you on speaker, darling?
Yep.
There we go. Okay, welcome to Bates's Backyard this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you. Look, there's so much that I don't know about you boys. We need to get a bit of clarity here with your hiatus and everything. I believe you got together in 99 for 3 or 4 years and, decided to do your own thing. Tell us all about how you got together.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of mates hanging out in the suburbs of Perth. All grew up on a healthy diet of Kiss and then all of the 80s rock bands that were big in those days.
Yes.
And we used to kind of hang out at parties and stuff like that. We knew each other, and then we decided to get a band together, and we struggled to find a name for a long time, but we ended up calling ourselves SkinInc, which is short for Skin Incorporated. So
yes.
The on the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting because it's a bit of a play on words with tattoos.
Yep.
But also we mean business.
You certainly do mean business. Like, wow, reading that your 4th gig was at the Big Day Out in 2000. How cool would that have been?
Yeah, that was actually the 12th gig. I think the 4th or 5th one was at the Speedway in front of about.
Oh, I got that wrong. Sorry, that's my error. Right. Wow, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, Big Day Out came around really quick, and we were fortunate enough to land that gig playing in the year 2000.
Wow.
With the likes of Red Hot Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters, Blink 182 were on that bill.
Wow.
The stage next to ours, I remember at the end of that night watching the Helicopters from Sweden playing, and Joe Strummer played on that stage as well, and it was just an awesome lineup.
Wow, getting cold shivers up the back. That certainly would sort of bring back so many great memories for you, as a band as well, being there alongside those greats.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us about some of these shenanigans your drummer gets up to, I believe.
Oh, crikey. We used to come up with all sorts of weird and wonderful ideas, and I guess it goes back to that love of Kiss.
Yes.
Motley Crue, for me personally, more in later years. They were always about the theatrical elements of the show as well, which is something that we love. So we kind of tapped into that, and we're like, well, what can we do theatrically to entertain people? Because music should be entertainment.
Yes.
Especially taking the time to come and see you. So what we did was our rhythm guitarist, Corey, he's a race car nut. So he took the mag wheels off his car and we put them alongside the drum kit, and we built this out of PVC plumbing pipe. We built like a rhubarb with extractors and painted it all chrome, silver, and we got the smoke machine and we fed the smoke machine through. So the drummer had a foot pedal where he could press the smoke machine to come out of the exhaust pipes, and he would rumble away wearing a helmet, and sometimes he wore very little else. He would strip off and do that as well. So I was just thankful that as I turned around to watch him doing that, he was sitting down at the drum kit at the time, so I didn't cop an eyeful.
Oh, golly. And in your 20-year hiatus that you all sort of went off and did your own thing, I believe you were a pretty well-known DJ down there in AC/DC Lane, down there at Cherries in Melbourne, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Cherry was kind of probably the most infamous of the rock and roll bars in Australia. Whenever a touring artist would be playing in Melbourne, there'd always be their after party and stuff like that there. So yeah, I DJ'd at Cherry for about 12 years or so. Done a lot of that, but these days I shoot more concerts. I'm a live music photographer, and
wow.
I'm an author as well. I've written about 10 books on rock and roll. So I've always got rock and roll projects.
Wow. We'll have to look into that. We're definitely into a lot of Jeff Apter books and stuff like that, and band bios and stuff. So I'll have to look you up and see what you've done. That sounds absolutely wonderful. And also, just talking about your tattoo ink earlier, is that what you used on the Rose Coloured Glasses album, I believe?
Yeah. The EP we did first, we quickly wanted to kind of record the few songs that we had and get some product out there, which would help us get gigs and stuff like that. And again, one of the ideas we came up with was I just got a new tattoo of like a purple rose on my arm. So I kept all the scabs as it was healing. And we created a limited collector's edition of the CD that came with your very own piece of the band. So we had a little plastic bag with a scab.
Bit of skin. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, we're going to talk about your new single now, which is what I'm going to play when we wrap it up. Wicked Woman. Who wrote it and what's it about? I got a gist of it. I like it lyrically, but I'm gathering it's about someone scorned.
Look, there could be a double entendre in there, as a lot of good rock and roll songs do. But look, the guys are all they're all in Perth, and they shape up the music, and then they send it over to me where I am in Melbourne. So we're doing this from one side of the country to the other.
Yes, I couldn't quite figure out. So some of it said Melbourne, some said Perth, and I went, what's going on here? So now I've got the gist. Yes.
Yeah. So they get together and shape up the music, and they send it over to me, and then I typically work up the lyrics and the vocal melodies and send it back, and then we record it that way as well. So when they sent me this music over, I was living in the forest at the time, and I went for a walk during the COVID lockdowns, and I was just listening to it, and for some reason this, Mother Nature's A Wicked Woman came to me, which formed the chorus. But then it struck me like that was towards the end of 2021, and I was just kind of thinking like the crazy weather events and stuff that we'd had that year. You remember that was when we had all those really...
I think it's still happening, isn't it?
It is, but we had those really bad bushfires.
Strange, yes, we did. We had a lot of floods and fires and strange things.
There floods, and there's a tornado as well. I was like, I don't remember ever a tornado in Australia. Like,
very American, isn't it?
And then we had an earthquake as well. Here in Melbourne, looking at the earthquake rubble on Chapel Street, and I was just like, this is crazy. So it kind of struck me that maybe this is Mother Nature's way of fighting back against the harmful or negative impacts that the human race is having on the planet. That kind of brought about the content for the song was climate crisis and all of that that's going on. Just Mother Nature fighting back.
Absolutely. Now, have you got any gigs coming up? I know you're sort of all working, and this is a side venture, I'd imagine. Are you coming to Sydney at all? Or?
Look, we don't have any lined up at this stage. What we're actually doing is working on an album. So we want to get an album's worth of brand new material out. The back catalogue's available on all the streaming services and stuff for people to listen to. But we've recorded 7 new songs currently, and we've got another 3 that we're finishing. So we should have at least 10 for an album, and then we want to get that vinyl album out, and then we'll look at doing shows once we've got it.
Oh, definitely. So into vinyl. I love my records. Love it. Can't wait for that to come out. And I guess you're on all the social network platforms and Instagram. If the fans out there want to catch SkinInc or Skin Incorporated, whichever way you'd like to call the band, catch them on the socials.
People can go to our website at SkinIncRocks.com, and that'll be the gateway to everything.
Lovely.
Journey and listen along.
Lovely. So that's the website. What was that again? Can you repeat it again? Thanks very much, Paul. Your website.
It's SkinInc Rocks. So that's SkinInc rocks.com.
Very good. So that's skininc.rocks.com.au. I'm imagining if you want to catch all the new music and what's happening with this great band. And thank you so much for coming on Batesy's Backyard this afternoon, Paul. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, Batesy, and just a shout out to all those people in the the Penrith area there in Sydney that love rock and roll. Keep rocking.
Thank you. Thanks so much. We're going to go out now with SkinInc, and here is Wicked Woman. I hope you like it. That's it. We're turning it up right now. Hope you like it, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Ta-da. That was the new track there from, of course, Skin Incorporated or SkinInc, however you'd like to pronounce that. And, of course, it was wonderful, and I thank him very much, Paul, for coming on the program this afternoon. Okay, it's 1:26 p.m, and I think it's time for maybe a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers after that.